So many people are afraid of AI and don't embrace it because they think they don't want to do it or it's going to make them look fake. The reality is that I think you're thinking AI the wrong way. Right now I'm here skiing with my family here and I'm heading up towards the top of the mountains. I'm here in a lift, as you can sort of see. And you got to think of AI as this. It's an assistant, it's a copilot. It's to help you get there faster, easier than normal. You can do it the hard way, the same way you've always done it. But you have this tool, one of the most technological advanced tool that allows us to really embrace the things that we need to do best. See, the thing is that we are been stuck in an environment where we have to do everything. Not only as a practitioner, you're a CEO, you are your marketer, you're a social media expert, you are an HR manager, you're a finance person. You are wearing so many hats and so many things you need to do. It is getting to a point where it's not impossible, but it spreads yourself way too thin. And when you spread yourself way too thin, it stops you from being able to do the things that you're supposed to be doing, either because it's your genius skill or because that's what you're supposed to do as a business person. The reality is this: AI allows you to systemize and automate things that you no longer have to do with things that, let me rephrase that. Things that you do have to do, but you're no longer handicapped because you don't know how to do it or it takes you forever. It could eliminate hours of bookkeeping, it could eliminate hours of marketing or coming up with content simply because you are using AI to help you be a co-pilot, to help you lift towards getting to the top of the mountain, which is where your goals are, where your dreams are. This is what AI can do. If you don't embrace it, it just means that you're gonna have to walk up this mountain, do it very slowly while everybody's gone up and down that mountain so many times while you're still trying to climb your first. All right, let's talk about practical things you could be doing using AI to start off with. So one of the things I think about is that you gotta try to keep this as simple as possible, but here's the reality of using AI. You have to use it on a daily basis. Why? If you don't use it every day, you're not gonna know the ins and out of it. This is like practicing. If you're a chiropractor, for example, you can learn theory of how to adjust person, but until you put your hands on someone and understand like the tension, the palpation of the technique, the pressure points, the skin contact, all of that stuff really does matter over time. You remember the first time when you were a chiropractor, the first time you put hands on someone? I remember that. I still remember the person I put my hands on. I was like, wow, I can't even find the spinous process. Forget about the TVPs. I couldn't even find the spinous process, and that scared me because I was like, how am I going to become a chiropractor? So I think about AI is this. When you haven't used AI very often, the reality is that you got to think about how to use this on a daily basis, because when you start using it every day, you get some nuances. You start to realize what works and what doesn't work, how the responses are sometimes great, sometimes they're terrible, and you got to recognize the difference. You can't just take every word that an AI gives you or every answer that it gives you that as gospel. So here's the thing that I encourage you to do. Number one, use AI every single day. Pick a platform. There are obviously tons of platforms you can use. You can use, obviously ChatGPT, you got Gemini, you got Gronk, you got Claude, Perplexity. There's so many choices here, and really the choice is up to you. But one suggestion is that pick one first and start utilizing the same one over and over again. Here's why. This is step number 2. You have to teach and train the AI to understand who you are. The more you use one particular platform, they're gonna start to see how you ask questions. You're going to start to see what kind of questions you're asking. Now, this is where the people have problems with, right? People have problems with, they're like, I'm so scared of what to tell the AI. AI knows a lot more than you think already. I don't know. That's just me. My thoughts is that in order to utilize as a copilot, you're going to have to embrace and have to give it information. If you don't give it information, it's not going to really help you. So my recommendation is that you have to start utilizing AI. You have to train it. And the training it is that you have to give it material. What do you mean by giving it material? Well, one of the things that you could start doing is that if this is for business, then you need to kind of maybe here's my practice. Here's my name of my practice. Here's what our vision for this practice is. Here's my mission. Here's what our values and what we stand for. Here's my target market, and here's who we're aiming to take care of. Here's the types of clientele that we want. The more specific you are with this, the better you're going to be. I'm sure you've all done the avatar exercises, the target market exercises. People laugh at me about doing these exercises in the past. Now this is where it comes true. If you don't know your target market, the people you're serving, this becomes a problem, because AI is, when you train your AI to go, these are the people I want to serve. Here's what we stand for. Here's what we love. Here's what we don't love. Here's what we do, and this is what we don't do. When you train your AI that way, they're going to give you better answers, because they're going to tailor the answers specifically towards what your business stands for and what your business is about. The third element of my recommendations to start using AI is that it's all about the prompts. Prompting is basically the questions you ask. Practitioners know whatever you put in is what's going to come out, which means that garbage in, garbage out. So if you have terrible questions, if you have terrible prompts, you're going to get terrible answers. What you got to get really good at using AI is actually get better at formulating better prompts. And what I mean by that is that once you teach the AI to respond in a certain way, each prompt matters now, which means that the way you ask a question, it's going to help you get better answers. So let's use an example in a business context. Let's just say it goes, give me some marketing. Well, that's a question, right? But a better prompt would be, hey, I'm a chiropractic practice in Sydney, let's call it Northern Beaches of New South Wales, and I would love for you to create some marketing ideas. Now, here's another version of that, a better version. I want you to act as a marketing expert, the top expert in the world. I am a chiropractic practice that sees X amount of people. My target avatar is this, and you already know my values because I trained it before. And I want to specifically do, and my practice is at Newport in New South Wales, and I want you to give me 5 specific marketing ideas for Christmas that will help me generate X number of new patients and also make me stand out as a trusted advisor. Now, that prompt is way better than the second prompt, which is way better than the very first prompt. Those are my strategies in terms of getting started on AI. You need to start utilizing the AI in a way that matters. How do you do that? Number 1, you need to use it every day. Pick a platform, use it every day. Number 2, you need to train your AI. Train it with who you are, what your business is about, so they understand the baseline. Number 3 is get better at prompting, which goes back to number 1, which is utilizing it every day. When you use it every day, you'll start to see when you use your prompts better, you're gonna be a much better prompt engineer or a better answer. So going back to the third element there, how do you ask better prompts? Here's 3 specific things you should have in your prompts. Number 1, the role. What role do you want the AI to play? You notice that my thing in the prompt that I gave was that it was a role of a marketing expert. Number 2 is that you need to give context. What is this context for? It's a chiropractic practice. In this practice, this is what I'm trying to do. Here's my avatar. Number 3, the exact output you actually want. The output was, I want 5 marketing ideas for Christmas to generate X amount of new patients. So when you start doing that, the answers become more specific to actually what you want. This is what AI can do for you. If you embrace it, it allows you to eliminate the task, the responsibility, the roles that you no longer are really good at, or nor should you. And instead of hiring thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars per year on someone or a company that doesn't know you or your brand, you can eliminate that, stay within your brand, stay consistent to your values and your vision, and really focus in on the things that you know you need to be great at, which is being a practitioner, be a great communicator, and take care and create great experiences for your patients. That's what it's all about. What has happened over the last 10 to 20 years is that we have been handcuffed to do all these other things that we're expected to do, unfortunately taking time away for us being a master at being a master communicator, being a master practitioner. And that is what this technology has allowed us and will allow us to do over the next 3 to 5 years if you learn how to embrace it. Now, just start from scratch and able to use it right off the bat and thinking that you're going to be great at it. You need to master it. And the only way to master it is actually do it one step at a time. You have to embrace it. You have to start utilizing it on a daily basis to help you get there faster. When you start to embrace it, that is when you can actually leverage yourself, move yourself to the next level of being a practitioner and be a business owner so you can become more profitable, freedom in your practice. That is what I want to elevate you towards. And this is what Beyond 7 is all about. It's helping you, teaching you how to embrace AI into your practice on a daily basis and to help you accelerate faster to more profitability and more freedom.